Hi ladies. I just wanted to make a quick video. I actually wasn't going to make a video today because I was feeling rather cranky. So, sitting in Boston traffic can really do that to you. Not saying that traffic anywhere else can do that to you, but when you have construction on a Friday night in a club town, you may not want to do construction on a main road. That's just my opinion. So there are a couple of things that I wanted to explain to everybody because I'm making my YouTube videos public, and I'm sure there's a couple of people that are seeing it that don't know what I'm talking about. So I wanted to explain the fact that I run and created the group the Makeup Exchange on Facebook. My group is not associated with, nor has it or does it have anything to do with the group on Instagram. I didn't even know they existed until I got asked that question 3 months after I had made my group, which I thought my name was pretty original for the group, and, well, that didn't wind up being the case. So, I wanted to say hi to my admins, ones that are really fantastic, that do a really great job in assisting me in almost every single one of my groups. Some of them run different ones, some of them help me in other ones. So I wanted to say hi to Toria and Nicole, who's, I just love her to death. I love all my admins to death, but Nicole is like my fave of faves. So, hi Toria, hi Nicole, Christina, Brenda, Ashley. Thank you for all your wonderful work, and all the girls in the group that help moderate and help me keep out the spam and the trash stuff and poor language and arguments and drama. I want to say thank you to all of those ladies, because you don't have to do it, but you do. And to share that time, non-paid time, and do all the work that you do, trust me, I know all the work that you guys do. I'm just really grateful for that. So we have a pretty awesome running group of almost 10,000 people. So instead of saying hi ladies from now on, I want to start saying hi makeup enthusiasts, because there are some males in our group, and there are other male makeup artists out there, and I don't want to exclude them and make the trade kind of like a sexist trade where it's more angled towards women. So I'm just going to say hi, fellow makeup lovers, enthusiasts, people who like to do it and play with it. So that's going to be my opening from now on. So I want to try and really hard to get that under control. So my next point of this video, I think the full point, if I look over here, it's because I'm videotaping on my my phone, so I keep getting distracted by my own movement because I can see myself. So I'm trying to keep eye contact with you. Creepy. This video, I want it to be a review video. There are a couple things that I really wanted to review quickly for everybody. I have been wanting to do and have been using for the past, I want to say about a month and a half, 2 months. I actually started with a whole mess of samples because I went to Sephora and I asked for a really great face cleanser that would really help me with my blackheads. So I've been using it for maybe a month and a half, 2 months at this point, and I think that it's been sufficient enough time where I can really give you my opinion on it. And I started off with a whole bunch of samples of PeterThomasRoth, and this is the anti-aging cleansing gel. So this is what I started off with, and it worked really well. So I actually went back to Sephora and was like, is there something else touch stronger, because my nose likes to fight any cleanser off, and the blackheads usually wind up winning. So even though this reduced some of my my issues, because my blackheads run pretty linear down my face, so it's difficult to get rid of them, and I have to scrub. So I went with this. I have this. I bought this. Now I will tell you this right now. This is not a cheap product. This is not a cheap product at all, in any sense. This is about $35. This will run you, and if you have a tax state, which I live near New Hampshire, they're non-tax, this can be really expensive. However, this is the bonus of it. You pay for it once, and I've been using it about a month, and that's as much as I've used. Now I've used also, and I wanted to get into this one because this one is much preferred by me than this one, and they're both PeterThomasRoth. It's just, it depends on what your trouble spots are. If you just have really kind of normal skin and you don't have a lot of issues, this is probably the better bet for you. But when you have certain particular spots that are difficult, or you have troublesome areas, I have I have blackhead problems. I recommend this. I transferred over from this to this. I actually got an original sample. This is the anti-aging buffing beads. So this is an exfoliator by PeterThomasRoth. It's orange. I don't know if my lighting is good enough to show you that. So I started with this, and I use this a lot. Let me see if I can get it to even out. I use this a lot more than the gel. Like, a lot more. But, this is how much I've used, and I've had these like pretty much the exact same time. I may have gotten this right after because I had so many samples from Sephora, but I think I got this right after, and I use this a lot. And that would bring me to my next point about the Clarisonic brushes. I know that Clarisonic, I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Now, I'm not dissing them by any means. By any means. If they work for you and you like them, and that's fantastic. A lot of people can afford them, and just they're wonderful, and they rave about them. I, however, am not one of those people that can just throw away $100 on a facial brush, mostly because I'm a cheapskate. And I'd rather spend it on the makeup than the cleaning of the makeup. So what I wanted to experiment with it to see if it would really help. Now, I went to the dollar store. It comes with a little lid, and I keep the lid on there to keep it relatively clean. It's a little orange from using the PeterThomasRoth, but I use this. It's physical, so you have to do it yourself. However, I can't imagine, and I have not used the Clarisonic, so I cannot imagine that it's too much different. However, when you use this with an exfoliator with the little micro beads in it, it can be really rough. So if you have hypersensitive or really sensitive skin, this may be too abrasive for you. I do have sensitive skin, however, I will tell you I like it. I like it because I feel like the scrubbingness is actually working. I feel like it's cleaning. Like, you can feel it cleaning. So my recommendation would probably be, for blackheads and stuff, would be this. This did not 100% cure, settle, resolve my problem with blackheads, but it significantly reduced it. Overall, my whole face. I will tell you, I have oily and then dry, so I have combination skin, and when I use this I tend to dry out right under my eyes, right on the top of my cheeks, and I turn into like a dry patch. So you will need a moisturizer right after you shower. Give it like a few minutes, let it dry, but you want a moisturizer. You're going to need one if you're going to use the exfoliator. This will dry you out too, but I don't feel like this will dry out as much as this does, but I scrub the hell out of my face with this stuff. So I highly recommend. Ooh, that just scared the crap out of me. I highly recommend going and getting one of these. I got mine at the local dollar store for $1, and they're throwaway, and you could buy a whole bunch more if you wanted to. And they come with a little case, and I know it's manual, and we all want to be lazy and just like scrub our face with something with a battery, but I don't mind, really. So that's what I wanted to review. I wanted to review PeterThomasRoth. That was a big one for me. He's pretty much right now, I don't want to say holy grail because he hasn't 100% solved my problem, and I have been using him long enough to feel like I can give an honest opinion on what he has done and what he hasn't done. However, maybe it's just my skin or etc. I have like this weird hair going on today. So that was my first review. I do recommend PeterThomasRoth. If you want to spend like $34 to $40 on something for your face that will last. It will last you a good amount of time. Like, you do not need much, maybe less than a dime size on your brush or your hand, and you just kind of scrub the hell out of your face. This foams up and like bubbles up really easy, so you don't need a lot of this. And you really don't need a lot of this either, but I still prefer this. So my next thing that those were from Sephora, so I went to Ulta and was like, alright, I'm doing PeterThomasRoth. I really do like the experience. I think that he's satisfactorily, I don't know how I want to say that, how to word that, but he's satisfactory. He gets the job done enough, but I wanted more. So I went back and was like, is there something that PeterThomasRoth has that is a little bit stronger, specifically for blackheads, because he really needs some help. I don't like them. I find them unsightly. I want to get rid of them. And they've become really bad down here, and I don't even know why a chin would be bad with blackheads, but I'll leave that up to the dermatologist. I'm not going to give you any. Oh my god, seriously, I wish I couldn't see myself right now. I look ridiculous. I look like a poodle. So I went to Ulta, and I explained this to them, exactly what I just said, and the lady there, who was really sweet, I can't remember her name, she's an MUA, and she was really helpful, and she's really nice, and she's so pretty. And I was just like explaining this to her, and I don't get embarrassed easily. It didn't embarrass me. I could talk about whatever. I don't give a shit. I think this is my problem. Fix it. If you have the power to fix it, I want you to know what it is, and I want you to fix it. So she told me that even though PeterThomasRoth is really fantastic, he's really good. I'm going to just move this over just a little bit, excuse me. Even though he's really good and he's really fantastic, I'm still struggling. She recommended another doctor. So she said, Dr. I think it's Brandt, Dr. Brandt. And I'll show this to you so you can kind of read it yourself. This is, it's a mask. So it's Pores No More Vacuum Cleaner Blackhead Extractor. What it does is help loosen and remove blackheads, absorb excess oil, and helps unclog and tighten pores. Now what I will tell you that she told me about this product is you only would use it on your entire face, maybe once a month if you need it. This is very much more specific type deal, of a specific type face thing. It's a mask. So she told me, the way she explained it was to, let me take these off so I can show you, was to put it in your trouble zone and let it sit. So mine would be that. That would be my trouble zone. And she just kind of said, let it sit there, what the instructions say, for 5 to 10 minutes. Ooh, I'm on the French side. 5 to 10 minutes, and it can be used 2 to 3 times per week. And you want to let it dry till it turns blue. And then you want to wash it off. So I'm going to give this a try. I have not tried it yet because I wanted to kind of show it to you first. I like to do that with the products that I'm interested in going and trying and seeing if they can fix some problems. So I would rather give you this is the start, day 1. I'm going to start using this tomorrow. I'm going to put it on my face. I actually could do it on camera with you if you feel like watching a really long video. I'll take my makeup off with you, and I could put this on, and we can just kind of explore it together. I don't know how it's going to work by the time I'm done reviewing my next thing. But this is for oily combination skin. I just want everybody to kind of make sure they can see the box. And that's what that is. And this is another one that's not cheap. To get nice skin, and it's not cheap. It's like buying Botox shots, which I don't do, by the way. This net weight is 1 ounce or 30 grams. So it's not very big. I haven't even taken this out of the box, to be completely honest with you. Oh, it's blue. So it looks like this. I think it's probably, yeah, it's got a little thing on it. So we'll see how this works out. If I have enough time at the end of the video, I will do this. If not, I'll just do another video, and we can just experiment with it together, and you can watch the magic happen. My blackheads. Okay, now that I mentioned those 2 things, there's something I'm really excited to talk about. So I wanted to get that, well, I guess 3 things. I want to get that, like, started, because I'm really excited about it. So I received in the mail what I've been waiting for. And I will tell you that I am a huge Lorac fan. Huge. I love their shadows. The only face primer that I ever really use is Perfection by Lorac, and their shadows are amazing, and I just love all of their products. I have a whole bunch of other products I haven't tried yet, but I'm trying not to open like so many and let them start like their dying phase or drying out phase without, you know, finishing something else, because that breaks my heart. I don't want to waste makeup. But right now I have the Lorac. Don't mind me, it's late, but not that late. Now I will tell you the time is, I think it's 1:30, and I'm on East Coast time, so it's been all day. So this is the Lorac 1. This is the first Pro Palette. Lorac Pro Palette 1. It doesn't say 1. It's fantastic. I finally got to use it. It lasts forever. Love it. Okay. Moving on. This one's black. Obviously, you can see its packaging. So I finally, and I mean, when I heard about this, I don't know, vomited rainbows and makeup brushes and cleanser, and like I just got so excited about this because I didn't even hear the rumors about it. Just all of a sudden it was online and was like, this is coming, it is confirmed. And then I started getting really intense messages from Lorac teasing the hell out of me, so I had to order it instantly. I know some of you girls sit there and stalk Mac and shit for like, you know, hours upon hours to be the first to get something. Well, I did that with Lorac. I had alarms set in my phone. I wasn't playing. I was gonna get a Lorac too, because every time I want something, every time I try to get something, I always wind up missing it, because, you know, I'm a human and I sleep and Some of you are bats and you don't. So I finally got the Lorac 2. I received it yesterday. It comes in the same, which is really disappointing kind of, but it comes in the same looking box as the Pro Palette 1. And it's the exact same setup on the inside. It comes with the little, where did I put it? It comes with the little primer. This is one thing I will tell you about Lorac products. I don't like their primer. I don't think it works very good. I use UD eye primer, but it comes with it just like the first one. It comes in the little slot, and it's tucked up in the back. Very well protected, but it's the exact same packaging, so it's kind of like, meh. You know, change it up a little bit, make it special because it's different. I didn't even know you were coming out with a 2, so, you know. But let's get to the palette itself. It's gray. It's gray. This is what it looks like. It's fantastical. Then you open it up. It's designed the exact same way as the one. So I'm gonna put them together so you can see the color differences between the two. So let's go ahead and bend that back. Right, obviously you can tell the top is the Pro 1 because it's black. So this is the top. I mean, this is them comparatively. Let's see if I have them both in screen and shot. So this is them comparatively. This is the 1 and this is the 2 on the bottom. You can definitely tell that the top one is more of a darker neutral kind of deal going on. And the bottom is more of a mixture of different shades for all sorts of different color combinations. This one was kind of very specific. Either you're doing a dark eye or a smoky eye or a nude. The bottom has blues and purples and golds and pinks, and it's just a really eclectic mix for the second one. So I wore it today. I did do my makeup this morning. I did it around 12:30 noon. I went to Gay Pride and I wanted to look nice. So I went and did my makeup, and let me tell you, I don't do my makeup very often, okay, because I break out at the drop of a hat, and sometimes I am allergic to eyeliners, and they make my eyes tear and run, and it's a mess. It's just a mess. So I don't wear it too often. I love it, but I have boundaries. So I wore it, I actually started, so about 12:30 this morning, and I'm still wearing it. Now, I can't really show you. My lighting is not great. I can include a picture at the end. If you're in the makeup exchange, you have seen the picture from this morning when I actually wore them. I'm only wearing, and this is very rare also, I don't like mascara at all, but I have one particular favorite that I will share with you. I don't know if it's being made anymore, but I want to search and buy like the last all of them, but this is my favorite mascara, the only one that I use. I love the brush because I don't put mascara everywhere. I just like to put it right at the end, and then I will halfway through with some liner. And today I actually put a little bit of mascara on the bottom, but this is my holy grail type deal right here for mascara if and when I rarely use it. So I used that. I had a little bit of liner. I don't think it was anything name brand. I think it was just, I have a basket full of liners. It was just something I grabbed. And then I used, which colors did I use? I only used, okay, that's right. So I started off with Snow. Very white. Very, very, very white. I will do swatches for you, seeing as my lighting is a little weird. I started off with Snow, which is the white. And then I went into Purple, which is Plum. Right here. I know you really can't tell that that's purple, but let's see if I can get it. So we have Snow, Plum, and then I went right over here, and what do they call it? They just call it Navy. So I went right over here and used Navy. It's not black. It's truly Navy. It's blue. So that would be the eyes that I did today, and it lasted. I mean, I didn't doctor it or fix it up, so it's a little definitely worn for the day. It's definitely spent. But it looks great. I can't show you how awesome it still looks for the timing. The only problem is the first picture I posted in the group, I felt like it looked black, and it's not black. It's blue, purple, and white. Because I wore a black dress, so I wanted to do something with my eyes. Because Mallory made a very specific point saying that if you match to your clothes, you look too matchy and overdone and ridiculous. So I was just all like, fine. I'm not going to match my black dress with my black shadow, I'm going to do something crazy and go blue. So I did that. The makeup lasts really well. So I'm going to do some swatches. Let's see if I can get, I want to be able to make sure that you're going to be able to see them really well. Okay, so let's start with, that is right here. So let's start with the first row. This is going to be buff. This is kind of like a tan. I don't know if you want to see it as I go along and do it, so I'll show you. We're going to go this way. So we're going to start with buff. This is a peachy tan, very, very light. See if I can get the shade in the three. Oh, I can't. I guess it transfers pretty close. So the first thing that we're going to do is buff. And that's the first one. And then I'm going to move over. I'm going to do, I think, 3 at a time. So buff, lieutenant brown, and cool gray. LT to me is lieutenant, but it says LT brown. I don't know if it's supposed to be pronounced LT brown or lieutenant brown. So that's these first 3. This is a gray, and this is more of a purpley gray. So, gosh, the colors are not getting justice. They're not getting justice. Alright, so I'll swatch it anyways and see what we can do here. Let me wipe my fingers off first. I have already touched it by accident a few times. Let's go ahead. Alright, that's good now. So this is buff. It's very much, to me, it's my skin color. So it doesn't, I want to see if let's see if my walls are yellow, so you get this like yellow tint. So I could take a picture of it and put it in there, but that's, yeah, you can't see it. It's a very skin tony color, so it's hard to come across. They're very buttery and be very easy with how you like jump into the powders with your brush, because they will have a lot of fallout if you press too hard, because they are really soft. So this is just not going to do it justice. This is Lieutenant Brown or LT Brown. I need to move my light or something. Let's see if that makes that better. It's a little bit better. Alright, so that's Lieutenant Brown, and then above it that you really can't see is buff. Now we're going to go to cool gray. That's cool gray. Oh, this is just not doing it very well. Let's see, this is nectar. It's like a waste to do this on my skin in this lighting, because it's just not. And then there's plum, which is one of the colors that I used. And then there's navy, which again is one of the colors that I used today. It looks black, but it's not. It's navy. Alright, I'm going to stop swatching because it's just not doing it justice. I'm going to do swatches and take a picture and probably edit it into the video, because I don't want to come across that. I mean, the colors are stunning. And I don't want them to not be shown, because that's not black. That's like literally a navy blue. And that's definitely a purple and not a brown. So I'm going to go ahead and not swatch within the video. I'm going to take a picture because the lighting is not, it's not conducive to showing you the colors. So I'm going to just review it. And the colors are fantastic. They have a long shelf life, as in you wearing them and putting them on your face. They last all day. Usually by the end of the day, I have liner down my face, and I've rubbed off most of the makeup, and I just kind of look like a drunken mess, which I don't even drink, so that's saying a lot. And this didn't move. It didn't move. I mean, it is 1:30 in the morning, so I have managed to like wipe some of it off and mess some of it up and make it splotchy, but I mean, this was like really good for the whole day. So on my inner corner was snow, and then plum, that transitioned into navy. I didn't really show a whole lot of plum because I didn't know how that was going to work out with it. I didn't know, but it worked out really well, and these things are really buttery. So I'm going to do a color swatch on my arm and take a picture and hope that you can see it a hell of a lot better. Sad, so sad that I can't get that to come across. I need such better lighting. So I guess my point is, I highly recommend them. Although I really highly kind of recommend almost everything that's Lorac. I really love Lorac. They are just one of my favorite brands. And it would probably be, I don't know, I have top 3. So my top 3 in no order would probably be Inglot, Lorac, and MAC. Because the pigments are really great. I know people are kind of like, oh, MAC, they test on animals, so I don't really want to use them. I don't know that for sure. I do feel bad, but they are a really great product, and I'm hoping that they'll just kind of jump ship and go and not test on animals anymore, but I don't have anything to back that up. It's just some stuff that's been said, and I'm sure, you know, the internet doesn't lie, so you never know what's true and what's not true. I'm going to turn the light back on so you can see my face. Ooh, I'm back. So, I did do the 2 reviews of the PeterThomasRoth. That was really important to me. And then the Lorac Pro 2. That's really important. This I really recommend. And it's the exact same size, shape, writing. The only thing that's different is the color. That's it. It's the exact same. The box is the exact same. It comes with the same little eye primer. But it's worth it. You don't need a lot of the products. You're not going to blast through these palettes. I've only managed to use my Pro 1 once because I really heavily stick to my Inglot and MAC a lot because they just, I don't know, it's like they're lighter colors for right now and it's kind of summertime, and the colors that I have in the first Pro palette would be more of my fall winter colors, so I haven't really gotten to take advantage of that. However, the Lorac Pro 2, definitely more for like a spring summer. I mean, it could transition into fall and winter, but it has lighter shades that you can mess with that aren't so heavy. So the end of my spiel would be, I do recommend it. It's incredibly gorgeous. It's worth the amount of money that that I charge for it. I think I bought it within seconds of it being released, and they had free shipping. It said it qualified for free shipping, which I felt bad because I thought that was a general thing they were doing with the Lorac too, and I went and told my girls that, well, my group that, and that didn't last. So they didn't, a lot of them paid for it, and I feel bad that they paid for shipping, so you have to do over 50, and this only told us out to like 42. So, ooh, I've smudged my case top. I'll have to clean that. But that's the end of that. I will include a picture of swatches. I wore it all day. It lasts fantastically. I keep repeating myself like a broken record. Tomorrow I may do a video actually doing a full face. So I can show you what I tried to record on my camera but got denied. So I can probably do it with you tomorrow and like do an actual full face makeup thing for, you know, pale paper girls like myself. Pale. My favorite lipstick right now, I do want to share that with you. I have to find it. I did not have it out. Is Siren Song. I have trouble finding nudes because my lips are very red. They're very red toned, very red based. So I pull off reds very well, which is great. But I like to choose where I'm going to be loud. So if I'm going to have loud eyes, I'm not going to have loud lips, etc. and so forth. So this was, I mean, I have hunted for semi-nude colors, and they just look so unnatural on me. They wind up turning my lips like almost the same color as my skin, or I wind up looking sick, and it's bad. But this is part of the Alluring Aquatic collection by MAC, with the cute little fancy packaging. It's really cute. I don't really fall for packaging. I don't really care. It's more about the shades. I want the shades to work for me, and I have a significant amount of red lipstick. But this, for a mauvey red, pale red, dark pale pink type lip, if you're looking for kind of a nude-ish, this I recommend. My lips are so dry. It tones, I can't show you with the light, let's see. It tones down your natural shade and gives it a more naked, nudie look. I wish I could show it to you. It gives you a more naked, nudie look to your lips, but it doesn't drown out your color, and it doesn't make them skin toned. Now, I guess you could use a primer. I have MAC's lip primer. I have Too Faced lip primer, but I'm kind of a pick it up and go kind of girl. I don't really want to like spend time putting all this stuff on my face. It just takes too long, and I just don't want to deal with it. So I haven't even used the Too Faced one. I know that the MAC one is really well. I use that. But just back to my point is Siren Song is a really good nudie. It will lighten the shade of your lips without looking like skinish. Like I wind up looking like a corpse because my lips are too dark. So this is a really good one. A really good shade. I've bought a couple of them so far. I have to stock up. I think I want to buy a couple more because I'm so afraid they're going to disappear and I'm never going to find a natural nude color. A nude color. Now what MAC actually wound up telling me was that your nude color is the shade of your lips but better. So you're supposed to match a color to your lips shade wise, and that's your nude, which makes sense because I guess your natural lip color would be nude. If you were not to put anything on it, that would be the natural, shade. But mine is so dark, it's almost like I wear mauve or like red or something like that, and that takes away from the eyes. I just kind of want a neutral lip. And lip gloss, I'm iffy with lip gloss. If it's too thick or it's a certain kind of formula, it makes my lips tingle. It's almost like I'm allergic to it, and I don't know, I'm just not a big lip gloss fan. I own lip gloss. I guess the only one that I could really recommend for someone who is sensitive to lip gloss type formulas would be Kat Von D's lip glosses. I have a couple of those, and those really work well for me. They don't affect my lips at all. They last a while. They're very gorgeous. They're big tubes. I have had one for 2 or 3 years, and it's not dried out. It's my favorite one. They're a little harder to come by, so you're going to have to do like an eBay or an Amazon search and buy it from, one of those kind of sellers. You're not going to go in Sephora and find the old formula or the old lip glosses. I don't think... Do I have one readily to show you so I don't sound crazy? Let's see. Yes, I do. I have my favorite one, and you can tell it's my favorite one because all the black is gone. This has been through hell and back. This has been on, over, and under, all sorts of different colors. This is my favorite. I don't know if I can read. It's Retox. Color is Retox. It's a very very nude, pale, peachy color. See, I wore it over a pink and butchered the shiz out of it. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I put that shit on everything. Oh, that looks good together. I should have tried that before. It just kind of reaffirms the shade. They're very closely linked. Okay, so if you're gonna, if you have a chance to get Retox and Siren Song, they work very well together. They're very similar shades. If you do gloss over lipstick, I know some of you do, some of you don't. I don't particularly care. I don't often put anything on my lips because that whole sensitivity thing. So it's not a real big deal. I do have a huge collection of like lipsticks, MAC's and drugstore, and I just have a huge collection of lipsticks, which I don't use like ever. But if I want to, I have it. I'm just a hoarder. A hoarder of makeup. So I reviewed what I wanted to review tonight. I went over the PeterThomasRoth. I recommend his face wash, the cleansing gel, and the buffing beads exfoliator regular face wash. I do recommend that. If you need something cheap to scrub with and you cannot afford a Clarisonic, I hope I'm saying that right, go to the dollar store, pick yourself up one, Walgreens, Rite Aid, just a manual one, and just put some in there, whatever face wash you use, and just scrub it around. It also makes it much easier to control, and it scrubs your pores better than your hands. I usually just use my hands. So this one we're going to try together. The video is already 35 minutes long, so I'm not going to try this with you, but I'm going to try it tomorrow before I make tomorrow's video, and we'll see how this one turns out with my blackheads, see if it kicks their butt, because nothing else does. And both the Lorac Pro palettes, both shades, both colors, highly recommended by me. So I really think that you should definitely pursue using the Lorac 2. If you, I mean, I don't know, some people are skipping the Lorac 1 because the tones are not very great for their skin or their eyes. I love them. I don't particularly match to my skin tone or my eyes. I don't really care. I know what I like and I use what I like, and I don't really care if you don't like what I use because it doesn't look right in your opinion. So I collect everything. I have every shade, every palette. So these two are total wins. This is a lighter, more summery, springy. This is more fall, winter. So I recommend both of those. I give thumbs down on the packaging for the Lorac Pro palette too. We could have been a little more original on that. So that's what I wanted to say in this video. And that's what I wanted to get across. I have so many things to review that I could keep doing these for probably the next 4 months and still have stuff to do afterwards because I still continue to buy makeup. So, I also just want to like briefly remind you, Siren Song, that is definitely something that I think everyone should invest in as far as a nude color. And then Kat Von D's lip gloss, these are the older ones. I don't know if they really have a name. I know this one's Retox, but it doesn't like have volume 1 or something. Like it doesn't, it just, these are the old ones, and I find mine on eBay. I go hunting for them, and some of them are really not cheap. So those are my recommendations. That's my makeup. I will add a picture of my makeup from earlier just to show you what it actually looks like, seeing as the color is very yellow toned. And I will add color swatch pictures because this did not come out well in this lighting. So I'm going to give you regular skin normal lighting so you can see the shades because it's very much worth it. So I'm going to end this video. I'm going to say, you know, thank you for watching. It's been wonderful. I love talking with you guys. If there's anything specific you want me to review or any critiques or really just anything, feel free to leave a comment or, you know, if you're in the makeup group, just come and talk to me or PM me, anything. It doesn't really matter. I'm always open and I love to learn new stuff and I like to teach other people stuff. So just come and give me a buzz. There are 2 other channels that are from girls within the makeup group, the Makeup Exchange, and one is Mallory Eberly, I think it is. I can link her down there, down in the comment boxy detaily thing. And then there's also Melly's Corner by M.A. Lisa, and she's pretty fantastic too. Those girls are both really fantastic. So if you make videos in my group and you want a shout out and a total link, I'm okay with that. You just have to let me know that you make videos. Those 2 I know for sure because we kind of cycle all making videos and stuff. Alright, I'm going to take this bouffant out of my hair. But I am going to link them. I do highly recommend watching them. They are really awesome to watch. They're really sweet girls. I'm really glad Mallory's getting into making videos because she just kind of has that funny, personable personality for it. So, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching. Shout out to the Makeup Exchange and all of my admins. Totally heart you. 100%. Have a good night, ladies. Thank you for watching.